Have you ever heard a clap of thunder so loud it shook you to your core? The kind that rattles the windows and makes you jump, even when you know it's coming. For many Native American tribes, that deafening roar wasn't just a weather phenomenon. It was the voice of a being of immense power, a creature of myth and legend, the Thunderbird. Today, we're diving into the story of the loudest sound in tribal memory, the day the Thunderbird roared across the vast landscapes of North America. From the Pacific Northwest to the Great Plains, stories are told of the Thunderbird, this magnificent creature, often depicted as a colossal eagle or a bird of supernatural size and strength, was the master of the sky. Its eyes flashed with lightning, and the beat of its enormous wings created the rumble of thunder. But the thunder we hear during a storm was just its normal voice, its regular call. The legends speak of a different kind of sound, a roar so powerful it was heard only once in many generations. Imagine a sound that didn't just echo through the valleys but actively reshaped them. Tribal elders passed down stories of this cataclysmic roar. They said it was a sound that could shatter stone and split ancient trees right down to their roots. When the Thunderbird let out its full, unrestrained cry, the very mountains were set to tremble. Entire forests would flatten, as if a giant, invisible hand had swept across them. The surface of lakes would boil and churn, their waters thrown into a chaotic frenzy by the sheer acoustic force. This wasn't just noise, it was an event. A moment in history that was seared into the collective memory of the people who witnessed its aftermath. They saw the evidence firsthand. Mountainsides scarred with fresh rockfalls, valleys choked with fallen timber, and landscapes forever altered. These weren't just stories to scare children. They were explanations for the dramatic and sometimes violent changes they observed in their natural world. A massive landslide, a forest fire sparked by lightning, or a sudden, unexplained tidal wave in a lahore could be attributed to the Thunderbird's mighty voice. But what would cause such a powerful being to unleash a roar of this magnitude? The reasons vary from tribe to tribe, but they often revolve around themes of conflict and cosmic balance. Some tales say the Thunderbird's roar was a battle cry, a sound made as it waged war against its ancient enemies, like the Uktena, a mythical horned serpent of the underworld. The clash of these, Titan Star, master of the sky, versus the monster of the deep would release unimaginable energy. And the Thunderbird's roar was its ultimate weapon, a sonic blast capable of stunning its foe. In other traditions, the roar was a sign of great displeasure or a dire warning to humanity. If people had broken sacred laws, disrespected nature, or fallen into conflict amongst themselves, the Thunderbird might issue a roar as a celestial reprimand. It was a reminder of the power that governed the natural world, a call for humanity to return to a state of balance and respect. To hear the roar was to know that you stood at a pivotal moment, a time when the world itself was holding its breath. Interestingly, not all thunder was created equal. Many tribes had a rich vocabulary to describe the different sounds from the sky. There was the low, distant rumble of the Thunderbird approaching, The sharp crack of its lightning strike gaze and the rolling thunder of its wings beating against the air. Each sound had a meaning. A soft, rolling thunder might be seen as a gentle and nurturing presence, bringing the life-giving rains that renewed the earth. A sudden, sharp clap, however, could be a sign of anger or a warning of impending danger. The people learned to listen to the sky as if it were a living entity, communicating its moods and intentions. Shamans and spiritual leaders would interpret the thunder, providing guidance to their communities. A certain pattern of thunder might indicate a successful hunt, a bountiful harvest, or the need to prepare for a coming hardship. The sky was not a silent, empty space. It was alive with the voice of the Thunderbird. The legend of the Great Roar also has regional variations, shaped by the local geography and culture. In the coastal regions of the Pacific Northwest, where the Thunderbird is a central figure in the art and mythology of tribes like the Kwakwak and the Nushanos, the roar is often associated with the epic battles against sea monsters like the whale. The Thunderbird would swoop down, grasp the whale in its talons, and lift it into the air, its triumphant cry echoing across the ocean and causing massive waves to crash against the shore. Moving inland to the Great Plains, the Lakota people and others saw the Thunderbird, or Wakinyan, as a sacred being that brought the summer rains. Here, the Great Roar was more connected to the violent and awe-inspiring thunderstorms that sweep across the open prairies. These storms were seen as a manifestation of the Thunderbird's power, cleansing the world and reaffirming its dominance over the sky. The roar was the climax of this celestial display, a moment of pure, untamed natural force. So, what does this incredible legend symbolize? At its core, the Thunderbird's roar is a profound symbol of voice, power, and authority. In a world where human voices can often feel small and insignificant against the vastness of nature, the idea of a voice that can shake mountains is a powerful concept. It represents a level of authority that transcends the human realm, the ultimate, final word. The roar is the voice of nature itself, in its most raw and untamed form. It's a reminder that while humanity might build villages and cities, we are still subject to forces far greater than ourselves. This isn't a fearful message, but a humbling one. It encourages a sense of respect and reverence for the world around us. It teaches that power is not just about physical strength, but also about voiced ability to communicate, to warn, to command, and to change the world through sound. The Thunderbird itself is a symbol of immense power, but also of protection. It was often seen as a guardian spirit, a protector of the people. Its roar, while terrifying, could be an act of defense, driving away evil spirits or monstrous creatures that threaten the human world. In this context, the loudest sound imaginable becomes a source of security, the ultimate protective cry from a celestial guardian. It represents the idea that even in the face of overwhelming chaos, there is a greater power working to restore order and keep us safe. In our modern world, it's easy to dismiss these stories as simple folklore, Ancient attempts to explain natural phenomena like earthquakes, storms, or meteor impacts. And perhaps, on one level, they are. But they are also so much more. They are a window into a worldview where the natural world is not just a collection of resources, but a living, breathing entity filled with intention and meaning. They are a testament to the power of oral tradition, of stories passed down through countless generations, preserving a sense of wonder and respect for the world. The legend of the Thunderbird's roar invites us to listen more closely to the world around us. The next time you hear a roll of thunder, take a moment to think about these ancient stories. Think about the idea of a voice so powerful it could shape the land and command the elements. It's a legend that bridges the gap between the physical and the spiritual, between a weather event and a divine communication. It's the story of the day that Thunderbird roared, a sound that, in the hearts and minds of the people who tell its tale, has never truly faded away. It continues to echo through the canyons of time, a powerful reminder of the voice of the wild. Thanks for joining us on this journey into myth and legend. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next exploration into the world's most fascinating tales. Until next time, stay curious.